What is going on, you all? Today we're doing the best Quest 2 games, the tier list editions. These are some of our personal opinions, so of course feel free to comment below your favorite games, your opinions, what you want to change, what you want to switch around. I love conversations, so conversations back with some facts and some experiences that you have with these games and just the Quest 2 all around. This channel is all about, so feel free to engage and get involved with the community. So you can feel free to join our Discord, subscribe, turn on notifications and more. Let's go get it. All right, you all, so we're right here in the tier list. So what we have is the instant VR classic at the very top, and then it's very immersive. It's coming second best, then just for fun, overhyped, and painful. So let's go ahead and get in. We're gonna come in hot today, and number one, our first game on this tier list is gonna be Blade and Sorcery Nomad. Whoa, I mean, we already know how this game goes. Instant classic. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. Blade and Sorcery on a PC VR, and being able to change the game and really transcend with its physics, its combat abilities, and just being able to come on over into a Quest 2 platform was insane. So Blade and Sorcery Nomad is definitely going to go on an instant VR classic. I don't see why not. Now it does have its bugs. It's not perfect, but man, this game is incredible. And I'll tell y'all, they took it to a whole nother level with this, man. So let's go ahead and go on to the next one, Job Simulator. Now, if you're an adult, you're definitely not going to rank this game that high, but if you're obviously younger, Job Simulator has a lot of fun, immersive things that are going on. Obviously, the title suits itself, Job Simulator. You do a lot of grown folk things, but if you're grown folk like me, you kind of just don't really want to talk about it right now. But I would have to say I'm going to go with just for fun right now. I might get a couple of backlash on that, especially on the younger crowd, but let's keep it on just for fun for now. Let me see if I can fix that up a little bit. Let me just go right here. Boom, 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 boom. Just for fun. Blade and Sorcery has fixed that up a little bit cleaner on an instant VR classic. All right, next we have to the list, we got After the Fall. The zombie phenomenon. This was very good. This one was really ranked high when it was starting to come up. I feel like it was a little bit overhyped in my opinion. But the marketing campaign was great. Everything was good. It was supposed to be another Left 4 Dead type port. It did have a slow launch. It was very buggy. It wasn't very immersive, and just a lot of the gun aspects and the way it just everything overall delivery wise when it launched wasn't great. Now they do have their updates and it's a lot better now. I'm gonna keep it on very immersive. I don't think it's an instant VR classic. It might be able to move down also to just for fun depending on how our list goes, but right now I'm gonna keep After the Fall at very immersive. Next we have on board is Contractors. Now there's going to be a lot of speculation on these games because these are more of the Call of Duty of VR, since we don't really have an official Call of Duty VR. But Contractors is great. They had recent updates. Now, it was way behind on graphics, but it had a lot of multiplayer essentials. It had a huge update that makes it look very much up to date now, up to par, probably like a late PS2, PS3 type game. Contractors is still very fly. I'm going to keep Contractors at, I'm going to put it at just for fun. I think it still doesn't live up to the Call of Duty hype that it's trying to bring, and it's just not enough to really convert people like me who love FPS games to really stick to that game. Now, it is a very sweaty base, but I'll keep it at just for fun. That's just my opinion. Y'all definitely got to comment what y'all think on that. And then coming up next, Resident Evil 4 VR Quest 2. When it was announced that this game was coming, it was a lot of doubts on here. This is a classic, and to have an instant transitional port, it is very, very hard. But Resident Evil 4 having that port, coming on over to Quest 2, playing the game, I streamed this game multiple times. Everything about it is amazing. There is just literally one downfall of this game. How this game really helps you out with just everything from the training wheels of VR, keeping it in settings and however you want it to be. The story's the same, everything's great. A lot of things are very, 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 very immersive. And so here's how it really just has one slight downfall, which is the story mode. Some of the cutscenes are only in 2D, which kind of throws it off a little bit. But literally, if there's anything close to a perfect game in VR, it's Resident Evil 4. That goes into an instant VR classic just due to what it delivers and the quality it has at. Literally, the quality is like incredible on there. Let me see if I can fix this up a little bit. There you go. The quality on there is just incredible. So there's just no doubt. All right, next what we got Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition. Now, this is what you call an on the rails shooter type game. So if you're new to virtual reality, I would really recommend this game. This game is just like what he said, it's on the rails. You stay there, kind of like House of the Dead. If you gone to the movies and you playing the game House of the Dead, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have. You spend a lot of money on that game. I used to spend almost thousands of dollars on that game, man. I used to just go in there like every weekend, we would play and drop a lot of money on that. Literally, House of the Dead. I'll definitely put that just for fun though. Drop Dead Dual Strike. It's very, you don't do a lot of moving around, so you don't get no motion sickness. You literally stay still, and it's just a on the rail shooter, and that's how it goes. All right. So just for fun, kind of filling up a little bit on this. All right. Unplugged is next. Unplugged VR. Now, this game had a horrible launch also because it is a game literally. Unplugged is for the attribute of not needing any controllers. So Unplugged gives us that essential of being able to utilize hand tracking. This was one of the first ones that's really trying to push hand tracking mainstream, while hand tracking was just more of a luxury on a Quest 2. Unplugged, I'm going to put on very immersive, especially due to their update. I think the music on there is incredible. It's your Guitar Hero version of what you would want any type of game. So if you like Guitar Hero, you're gonna love this. I streamed this game. It's fun. Like what I said, it's not perfect though. After the Fall and Unplugged very much land on there because they didn't have a great launch. It was very rough, and I think it's because what they're trying to offer on there is a lot harder than what the Quest 2 can handle right now. Medal of Honor. Oh, I did a full campaign on this game. I got a full sponsorship on this game, and I'm still gonna tell you it was dog shh. Now, there's a lot of bugs in here. It takes all of your memory on a Quest 2. It is not worth how much memory it takes away from your Quest 2. It literally, it's like 40 gigs just to play this game. But it does have it. It's very much a sweat fest, and you're at a huge disadvantage when you download this game already. And it's full price game still, and it's more of a PC VR launch. But when it came to Quest as a standalone, I thought you would have an advantage. You don't, because PC VR, you're basically doing all crossplay with them, and they have been like, they know all the head glitches, they know all the shots and everything. I would say Medal of Honor that came around was overhyped. I did a full campaign sponsored on this, and I still think it was overhyped. I loved it, but you do jump into a sweat fest, and it's not fun at all. Next is Hyper Dash. This is really fun. This is a futuristic multiplayer type arena shooter with a lot of fun gimmicks. You kind of just dash around, literally, hence the name, and you can bounce around. You utilize that a lot more, kind of like the skipping notions of what Quest 2 does offer. Instead of just being overall smooth locomotion. It's fun, has a lot of obstacles, a lot of dynamics. It is a huge sweat fest on here too. Like if you're late to multiplayer on Quest, especially in FPS, it's very hard to catch and get up to par with everything unless you just really spend the grinding time. I would say it's a just for fun game. It is not, it's something to pass up some time. It's something to do for fun, but I think it gives you a futuristic appeal though. That's pretty fun, and it's, you know, it's better rated versus like a Medal of Honor or like a Contractors and all that stuff. So we're gonna keep it at just for fun. I Expect You to Die 2, The Agent, they did get a sequel. I Expect You to Die 1 was amazing, and you're just a secret spy, you're doing stuff, and it kind of like you're the 007, if I want to keep it that simple. You're figuring out stuff. There's a lot of fun things going down in this game. So think about it like the 007 movies. I Expect You to Die 2. Love this game. It's solid. It's definitely not painful or overhyped. Just for fun, I will put it on very immersive just because it did get its sequel. For having that sequel, I think it was well deserved. You know, it was a solid game, and it's something that you just can't take away. It's very fun. You're just this agent. Being an agent's always fun. You get to just really kind of get in your professional game and be undercover. Like, it's real fun. I really dig it. There's a lot of cool scenarios in there and puzzles in there. A lot of puzzles in that game. Next we got is Super Hot. Whoa, one of the first games I ever played on the Quest 2, and I'll tell y'all, you feel like you're in the Matrix in this game, like a polygon version of the Matrix. Slow-mo, cool attributes, scenarios, and they give you like choice by choice things of what to do. Super Hot is very fun, and I'm gonna just go ahead and go into an instant classic. It is actually a lot older, and for what it offers, for what it does, it's a simplified game. You're just like in a future white room, and they just have fun scenarios back to back. Not too long of a game, but it does get very difficult in choosing. And the guys, you go into slow motion, you dodge bullets, you do a lot of immersive stuff that's really fun. Next, Stride. This had a rough launch. Stride had a very rough launch, and they also had a rough thing going on with like what was happening around the world. But Stride is a very good game, parkour with mixed with like some fun gimmicks and slow-mo and dodging, and the parkour is usually the funnest part of it. But the thing is with VR and parkour, there's a lot of games that kind of just already offer some type of parkour climbing and stuff, and you don't feel it as much. But it is a parkour, it gives you the parkour environment. And I like the slow-mo. I like your scenarios you get with this of being able to beat the bad guys. You can do time. They do have multiplayer type situations now. And they did have a recent update, which was cool. I think Stride is going to go for me on just for fun. I'm going to go with just for fun on Stride. I might be running out of room on this. Okay, there you go. Stride just for fun. All right, next. We got Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Of course, Five Nights at Freddy's is always going to be like a heck of scary. I get super spooked out of this game still, and I'm a grown man. I would have to say though, it does come short to some of the games that we're very much used to, but it has everything in what you're used to in a Five Nights at Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy has your jump scares, it has your just all your weird, eerie situations, and just doing what you need to be doing day in, day out on every type of situation. Very immersive was what I'm gonna go with Five Nights at Freddy's. I believe that it could be better. It could be better, but I mean, very immersive, still very, very good anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Next, Hand Physics Lab. Hand Physics Lab is a hand tracking credential that was earlier in the hand tracking. Now, based on some of the bugs they had been fixing, I had to say that it's going to be a good at just, it could be on just for fun. I might just be able to move it up a little bit pretty soon, but right now I'm going to keep it at just for fun. Just all the, it is what it is. Like, you're in a laboratory, you get to test out all this stuff, and you're utilizing nothing but hand tracking. You can play around with objects, you can test objects and potions and all of this fun stuff. That this really was just testing the theory of more of the hand tracking. I think Unplugged was able to take that hand tracking to the next level, but Hand Physics Lab is one of the OGs of that. All right, next, what we got right here, Pistol Whip. Woo! Pistol Whip is a fire game. The rhythm game, just everything on Pistol Whip is incredible. I mean, that kind of just gives away the answer already of what I want to do. Pistol Whip, music, engagement. It's more of an on the rails type shooter. You don't do too much of looking around like this. There is a lot of dodging. You're going one way, kind of like how the picture already shows off. And the music, the enemies, it is your dance rhythm essential of a FPS game, which is always cool when you have really just banging music, man. You have awesome music going on with FPS. You can never go wrong with that. Paranormal Activity: Lost Soul. As a horror fanatic, this game at launch on PC VR, it was a lot better when it came to the Quest 2 as a standalone. So many bugs, so many things that just went down that just wasn't very much liked. And I'm going to put this down with Medal of Honor. They really dropped the ball on this. I'm keeping it on overhyped because I am a huge fan of just Paranormal Activity in general, like the movies, and I'm also a fan of just Paranormal Entities and Phasmophobia VR, and I think that they really did it was overhyped. I still think it is overhyped. Now, that could be an argument because if you're just a horror fan like myself, I love horror games, movies, experiences, you probably could put it up to just for fun, but for me, it was overhyped. It's very buggy still to this day. They had a few updates, but you know, it's your typical thing, your situation. You're in the room, you're trying to figure out some stuff. Items don't really correlate the right way, and therefore it feels real buggy, and I'm just not really into it. Little Cities, they had their recent update, just building your own metropolis type of situation. They also have the update with the hand tracking. I think Little Cities is very immersive. It kind of just gives you a creativity of what you would want to do for your own mini metaverse if you're not into like the multiverse and all of that, or Horizon World. Little City gives you that offer, and I like their hand tracking essential. I did a whole video on this also, so y'all can go check that out. Love Little Cities though, pretty fun. Next, we got Drunken Bar Fight. Drunken Bar Fight, now a little bit earlier in the situation, and they had the new airport update, which I think is pretty fire. Drunken Bar Fight is always going to go right here just for fun. It's not like a huge classic. The combat's not the best, but it is hilarious. I love to just like beat people up on there. It's the funniest stuff in the world, and you got to get a glimpse of it. If you like combat stuff and you like the little physics of just like a bone works or anything like that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. A Drunken Bar Fight is just hilarious. You get to punch people and they fly so far, and you're just in there. You're literally what it says. You're in a bar or you're drunk on the airport, and you're just fighting people and talking crap. It's hilarious. Next, Rec Room. Ooh, I'm gonna get hurt on this one probably. Rec Room, I think I'm gonna probably put it as it's not overhyped or painful. No way. I'm gonna say that Rec Room is definitely gonna be very immersive. It's an earlier game, so it's not an instant classic. But and obviously with graphics and stuff, you know, adults are not gonna like, especially those that are coming around from mainstream quests. I just don't think that they're gonna like it as much as OG Quest users or just old school VR users in general, or just PC players or people that play Rec Room on all platforms. Rec Room is very immersive though. It's fun, mini games, you get to hang out with your friends. It was the Horizon Worlds before Horizon Worlds, and just like being able to do stuff like that. So I believe it's on very immersive for sure. Not just for fun. It's higher than just for fun. I would admit that. Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, of course, everybody. If I were to put this any lower, I would probably get trashed on in here. It is an instant classic. Now, do I think it's better than Resident Evil? I don't, but since Resident Evil's already been played out to the max, like its own remake and remaster and ports, and they have leaked out Resident Evil 4 so much that it's not new. Walking Dead is fresh and new, the story mode and everything. That's why they got their own part 2 now. Instant VR classic though. I mean, and those two right there, like that's an instant VR classic. All right, let's go right here. Next, we got Bonelab. Not even released yet. Not even going to talk about it. It is in the Boneworks universe. And anything in the Boneworks universe is an automatic instant VR classic. And I'm going to call it right now. Just because Bonelab, what it offers, what it does, it's going to be Blade and Sorcery Nomad on steroids. It's going to have so much to offer. And you just can never go wrong with Bonelab, Boneworks scenario, Boneworks universe, stress level 0. If stress level 0 is in on this project, they're going to deliver. They delivered Boneworks and they took VR to the next level. Instant VR classic Bonelab it is. What we got right here next, Pavlov Shack beta, must I say more? This is going to be my favorite. I'll definitely take this over Contractors. If you're looking for a VR essential that is going to give you that Call of Duty feel, they had a recent update which is taking it to the next level, which gives you more of the PC VR version. Pavlov Shack beta, can't go wrong with it. And let me tell you one thing about this before I even put this in here, or anybody even wants to try it. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that though. It's an instant VR classic, and let me tell you why. This game is absolutely free, and what it offers what everybody else is trying to charge for in the FPS range. Now, it is trying to get into the official Quest 2 store, but right now it's an App Lab game still, which still counts as a Quest 2 essential. And let me tell you, this game is just unbeatable. You just can't do anything without it, man. Pavlov Shack, if you're not getting it for free, go get it. I have a full video on it that's gone crazy on YouTube here, and I also have much more on the updates on TikTok and all that. Make sure y'all check that out. Thrill of the Fight, virtual reality boxing. This is an older game, but it is very immersive, and it is the best workout you could possibly get. It goes right here on very immersive, because we don't have a painful game yet. Okay, all right. I think because I'm kind of being a little nice probably. Thrill of the Fight is incredible because it is boxing. You do training, you do more, very immersive, like what I said, and it's a sweat fest. You are gonna get foggy, your goggles or your headset's gonna go crazy, and it's just so fun. If you're into exercising, into more, the best way, and it's very, very cheap. It's a cheap game because it's an earlier game. The graphics are not the best, but just everything about boxing is fun in there, man. What we got next, Echo VR, another free game aside from Pavlov Shack on this list so far from what I can see, or other than Rec Room also. Echo VR is incredible. When I first played this game, I thought it was amazing. They are doing more updates still for a free platform. It is not overhyped. I will put it on just for fun. For it being free, and what they have and what they offer is still very, very cool. When you get in there, it's so futuristic. I love the slow-mo just floating across, and it's very sightseeing and stuff that you could really do, where it's fun. It's fun. And man, you got to check out Echo VR, especially for free. What it offers, the scenery is amazing in there. Just very, like a spacey vibe, but you get to fight and do stuff. You got to check out Echo VR. Next is Onward. Yikes. All right, so we've had Contractors. It's very Contractors I have just for fun. And Pavlov Shack Beta I have at Instant VR Classic. Where am I going to put Onward? Now, Onward, I have mixed emotions on it just due to how much stealth it does have. But it's not overhyped. It's not just for fun. It is very immersive. It causes you to get really into the game. It is actually my least favorite, which is weird, right? I have Contractors on just for fun, and I have Onward at a very immersive, but I would put Pavlov, Contractors, Onward in my personal, but this is just based on facts and statistics. That this is where it belongs. So very immersive for Onward. I don't think it's an instant VR classic. Pavlov is just like through the roof instant classic, but Onward is still very good. Gorilla Tag. Whoa, this is a popular by demand. Now, this kills a lot of time. Everybody knows how this goes. You just chase each other around and don't get destroyed by your own room because you're going to be very active in this game. You'll ruin your controllers. You'll do everything. I'll put just for fun. Just for fun for the older folk, I would say with my younger audience, my younger community will probably put that very immersive though, for sure, because it is still a very almost an instant VR classic. It can go over just for fun all the way to instant VR. Population 1 are only technically battle royale. That's like supposed to be a mesh of Fortnite and more. I believe you just do trios now. I wish they could just do a little bit more with this, but it is the VR version, our only battle royale. I'm gonna say it's very immersive because you can do a lot of fun stuff and you can get in on the action, but I wouldn't call it an instant VR classic. I think we do need more battle royales to determine who's going to be an instant VR classic on a battle royale. But for a battle royale, it's doing okay. There is a lot of things to hate about it, and it is a sweat fest at times because it is our only battle royale. So choose wisely if you're going to pay that money to play this game, especially for pay. The pay-to-play essential from this can possibly drop this down to just for fun or maybe even overhyped. But Pop 1, still good for now. We'll see what they do after that. Synthriders. Synthriders is gonna be your mini version of what like basically Beat Saber is, and kind of like how Pistol Whip is. Just a lot of music to go in. They have a better library to start off with, where you don't buy music packs, kind of like how Beat Saber does it. But Synthriders is still, I think Synthriders is still light years behind. I'm gonna go with just for fun on that. Just because I think they're behind, a lot of light years behind, especially when it comes down to rhythm games, which VR is mostly known only for rhythm games since we're still early in virtual reality. Not too much of a next level essential. Next we got the legends, the king, the baby face of Quest 2 and virtual reality. I'll say more of Quest 2, not just virtual reality. Beat Saber, I can't say enough. It is an instant VR classic. Like what I said about Synthriders, it does have a start off of more of a library and possibly more of a dynamic range rather than just house music and hip hop. But Beat Saber kills everybody, man. It's too good. They had a recent update with utilizing the One Saber, all the mods, and everybody who has blown up off of this and gotten massive fame off of Beat Saber. There's creators right now that have like got super verified, tons of promos and sponsors and YouTube verifications and six-figure YouTube subscribers because they been utilizing Beat Saber. Beat Saber is the king, and they're the baby face of Quest 2. Exercise, music, immersion, colorful. It's just fun. It tests you, it trains you, a lot of focus. So I think that would be it. Ultra Wings 2, a flight simulator fans. So flight simulator fans, if you love this game, I'd say that. I'll say it's very immersive. I might just do it just for fun. I might do it's technically your VR version of Flight Simulator. If you like flight simulator games, then you're definitely gonna love Ultra Wings 2. All in all, you're controlling all the panels. You're able to float around. You do some stuff, some landing and getting in through the missions. And so Ultra Wings 2, technically a flight simulator. If you like games like that, like on Xbox and stuff, you'll like it. Much more of a watered down version. Obviously, a Quest 2 standalone port can't handle what like Xbox offers on that standalone. I mean, on that simulator standpoint, but still very good. And then, of course, last but not least, VRChat. I'm gonna go with people are going to probably disagree with me on this, which is weird. VRChat is an instant VR classic. This is our last one. Also, VRChat is going to be an instant VR classic because it shows everything. It's so early when it was created. All the updates have been going amazing. And it's just a socialization of what virtual reality should be. To hang out, to describe what the metaverse can be. emotional connections, hanging with friends, having your own private rooms, doing whatever you got to do, go to different worlds, and just everything it does. And it's still in an early stage. It's better than Horizon Worlds. It's better than anything else that Meta's offering on their own. VRChat, what they have done is amazing, from avatar standpoints to having fun standpoints to privacy standpoints to public standpoints to creating content and to doing everything. VRChat has taken it to a next level. And it's weird because it's actually an earlier VR game, but for it to have its own Quest 2 standalone port, thanks to Ready Player Me, you're able to have much more of avatars now. And so this puts it at an instant VR classic based on how the world's going to go. VRChat will be how the world's going to be, similar to what Ready Player Me does in the movie. It just everything from going over, being able to quote unquote escape your reality. VRChat is the way to go. Now, sadly, I don't have anything on Painful. If anything, we're going to move Medal of Honor to Painful. You know what? I got my heart broken on that. And I'm going to put Paranormal Activity on Overhyped. So I'm going to do it like that. Let's end it on that one. Just to put one on Painful. I would say Medal of Honor was definitely painful. It was a marketing campaign. It came from PCVR. It was just, it's too much gigabytes. There's nothing really to do. And it was awful. I did a full sponsorship on this and I'm still willing to put it down here. If that destroys my relationship with them now, so be it. Medal of Honor was terrible. The gameplay is solid if you're doing it with AI. It's Sweatfest, too many gigs. You have way better war games. The old school World War is just not as great. There's a lot of bugs in there, and just figuring out the game Essential was just terrible. The story mode is pretty immersive, but it's just not great. We were kind of fed up with World War games, and plus we got Pavlov, Onward, and Contractors that are a lot better for a multiplayer FPS. Even Hyperdash is a lot better than that. So that is my tier list, you all, for the best Quest 2 games. Y'all let me know what games that I miss out on and what you would add on here and what actual tier it would go on. Y'all let me know what y'all disagree with. Y'all let me know everything about y'all's insights about this. Let's explore some conversations and let's just limit the hate. Just encourage others to really comment on this platform. Please subscribe and let me know, would y'all want a different tier list? Do y'all want like horror games? Do y'all want just overall VR games, not just Quest 2 or VR headsets? Y'all gotta let me know in the comments below. It helps us out create more content and it makes a massive difference, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications. I appreciate y'all. Peace.